Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan with Her Courage to Plan. Today we've got to go ahead and do our paycheck budget number 1 for the month of May. Now what you see here is the May calendar. This here is part of my paycheck to paycheck budget journal. I do have it in my Etsy shop. It is a 12-month journal, and you also get your bill due and your payday stickers. I did a May budget plan with me, where I completed the budget pre-plan, I completed the calendar, and I also completed our bill payment tracker. So if you missed that video, I'll leave it up above so that you can go back and watch it if you so desire. But for our paycheck budget number 1, we're going to be budgeting from May 1st all the way through the 14th. Now this video, it will be after May 1st before you see it. I do want you to know that we are never late on our bills. Our actual household account, it does have over 1 month of expenditures that sits in this account, and we do have grace periods, especially with our mortgage, so we are never late. But I just wanted to let you know that by the time you see this video, May 1st will have passed, but we won't be late on our bills. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into completing our paycheck budget number 1. All right, so I am at the paycheck budget worksheet. This is part of the journal. I'm using the one with the savings section on it, but you do get 2 different styles. You get the one with just saving funds, and then you also get the one with the saving funds and cash envelope section. So we don't use cash envelopes at this time, so that's the reason why I use the one with just the saving funds section. So let's go ahead and get right into our paycheck budget number 1. So we go ahead and fill this out, and it'll run us from May 1st through the 14th. Okay, and then so for our income for paycheck budget number 1, hubs we plan for direct deposit is $14.02. And then for me, we are planning $700. Now, if this is your first time watching one of our budget videos, this is our joint household account. We do have a portion of our paychecks direct deposited into this joint household account, and we pay our bills out of it. I will leave a link up above to the paycheck budget playlist if you want to go back and just watch some of our videos to see how we do handle our finances. So let's go ahead and total this income. So we are at $14.02 plus $700. All right, so for paycheck budget number 1, we are planning a total of $21.02. And we do use the Every Dollar app to track our expenses as well. Now we do tithe. So the tithe and offering for paycheck 1 is at $550, and that is off of our gross income. Okay, and then for our expenses, we do have the mortgage, and that is at $502. And then our Netflix is at $15.99. Generally, I speed the video along, but I'm not going to do that today. Our paycheck budget number 1, we don't have a whole lot of expenses that are due this first half. Looks like we have the majority of our expenditures due on paycheck number 2. So I'll just go ahead and fill this in with you guys. Okay, for YouTube, it's at $11.99. And then groceries, we are still going to allocate $400 for groceries. We've got $800 for the month allocated, but for paycheck number 1, it'll be $400. Our house supplies, we've got it allocated at $50. Now, if you missed the May monthly budget video, I'll link that up above so that you can go back and watch that as well. All right, and then for gas, $50 is gonna be planned. So before we do anything for savings and extra debt, I want to go ahead and total what we do have, and we do need to put a buffer in there if we have enough for a buffer. So for our expenses, we're at the $502, $15.99, $63.44, $11.99, the $400, $50 plus $50. So right now, without the buffer, we are at $1093.42. I can go ahead and start plugging in where it says budget overview plan. I'll go ahead and start plugging in the income. So it's planned at $21.02. We know we have the giving planned at $550. And then our expenses, I'll hold off on the expenses. So let me plug in what we do have. So 2102 minus 550, and then it's minus 1093.42, and that's without the buffer, and that'll give us, okay, so that should give us enough where we can go ahead and allocate a portion of the saving funds and the extra debt. So I'm thinking that with the 458.58, we should be able to go ahead and take care of the son's tuition and vacation. Now, our household savings, we do have $50 that's automatically transferred from the household checking to the household savings. And that's done automatically at the end of the month. So I'm not going to worry about that, but we'll go ahead and take care of son's tuition at $150. So I'm going to subtract $150 from that, and that leaves us with $308.58, and we can take care of our vacation saving funds. And we are still planning our vacation/retreat, and we cash flowed it last year, and we're cash flowing it again this year. So that total, we know that's $250. All right, and then we have, let's go ahead and subtract that $100 off. Okay, so we have $208.58 left, so we can go ahead and take care of the HELOC extra debt, which is the $50. We can go ahead and take care of that out of paycheck budget number 1, since that is a set amount. Okay, so we'll subtract 50 from that, and that leaves us with 158.58. So we're just going to leave that as a buffer, guys. We're just trying to hold on to as much cash as we can during these times. And generally, you know, what we've done in the past, any remaining from our monthly budget recap, we were putting the majority of it, if not all, onto the extra debt, but we have changed that up, and we're just doing a set amount of the $50. Now, I did a 14 tips video of how to survive during a financial crisis, and I'll leave that link up above. Now, you may be able to glean some money saving tips in that video, and one of the things was that we just decided not to eliminate our extra debt. We still want to continue to pay something on it. We're just not paying a whole lot on it right now. All right, so for the 1093 expenses without the buffer, I can just go ahead and add this to this and get our total. So the 158.58 plus the 1093.42. So our total expenditures should be $1252. So I'll go ahead and plug that in, and I can put that down here now, the $1252 for expenditures. And then the savings at $250. And then the extra debt is at the set amount, $50. So we should get a zero-based budget, guys. So let's crunch these numbers. 2102 minus 550 minus 1252 minus 250 minus 50. And that's a zero-based budget, guys. All right, so this is it for our paycheck budget number 1, guys. Like I said, in our paycheck budget number 2, we have more expenditures that are due, and you will see the rollover from the month of April allocated for our paycheck budget number 2. Leave me a comment down below. How is your May budget going thus far? All right, guys, I will see you later. Bye.